Hey guys, Youngblood with you, and today we got our first real look at the Drake Vulture, which is the new Salvage ship in Star Citizen, and it was the one that was actually voted on by the backers as far as what people wanted to see. We got some of this through ATV. We also have the current concierge or VIP sale going on, kind of that pre-sale before the actual sale opens up tomorrow. So let's talk about what we know about this ship. It's a single-person salvage ship. It basically looks like a scaled-up dragonfly combination with something like a caterpillar. Size is kind of hard to guess, but it is a one-person ship, but it carries a fair amount of cargo. I'd guess it's somewhere in the freelancer size range, but maybe a little bit smaller. But we'll get more details and specifics tomorrow. It's got cargo space in the back. That's got kind of a little ramp on the back side. On the front end, it actually is able to kind of open up to accept in the salvage that you're working on. The idea here is that it's supposed to be small, which means it's easy to get in and out of places without being seen. Because if you're carrying a bunch of salvage, you're obviously a potential target, and a fully loaded reclaimer is going to be a very valuable target to people that want to strike. It also means that you can potentially get into areas that the reclaimer may not be able to, and it's obviously going to be easier to land, on planet surfaces. There's going to be limitations, like you can't carry as much cargo as something like a reclaimer. It's going to take a lot longer to process something. It's probably going to be less efficient. But, they kind of said in ATV, for example, like a Gladius would be a perfect target for something like a Vulture. A Gladius may not really pay the bills if you're talking about using a reclaimer for something like that. View-wise, they kept talking about how there's not any real restrictions or obstructions as far as your view. The idea is that you're able to see everything around you, which is an interesting idea from Drake. But ideally, you've got minimal cockpit obstructions. And in addition to that, the front arms kind of lower, tools extend out from the side, and you already have a good cockpit with only 2 struts on it. So ideally what they're saying is the whole process should be very visible for you. And then as the machine is actually working, it brings in that cargo or that salvage right underneath you where you're sitting. They did document a little bit about how you would actually do salvage in this. If you're wanting to really protect things and sell things as whole, like let's say there's a M5A on a ship that you want to take. You don't want to just scrap that. That's probably more valuable as a weapon. What you would do is you would EVA out, cut it off, carry it back to the ship, drop it in your, in your storage area, and then you really get down to like the materials of the ship. You've got things that are known as scraping beams that you're going to use to strip the surface and process it and put it into storage. And then you're going to end up getting and using salvage charges to break apart the hull even more. And then you're going to use the tractor beams to bring it in and break it down. You're going to use ways to kind of cut up the panels. You drag them in. There's 2 stages of processing. And then what ends up happening is it ends up being stuck in your cargo as like a cube of salvaged goods that you would then sell later on. So that's basically what we know about the ship at this point. As far as cost, we do know that right now the non-war bond version is $140, so same as the Prospector. That's going to come with 6 months of insurance. Or if you go for the war bond cash-only version, that's going to be $120, so $20 savings, and you get LTI. They do offer a couple different packs as well, so if you're interested in picking up like a Caterpillar, a Cutlass, and a Dragonfly, and a Vulture all in the same pack, those are going for about $550. It looks like there's one in the standard yellow skin, and then another that's going to be in almost like a pirate theme where you got like a pirate Caterpillar in there, for example. But again, the cash version of that is going to be cheaper, but you get LTI, and there you go. The full sale is going to start tomorrow, June 15th. It's available today for concierge, as I mentioned. So as far as a would you buy or should you buy recommendation, please hold off until tomorrow. You're not missing out on anything if you don't. We'll get more information. We'll get the brochure. We'll get all the specifics about components, and I can give you a better idea then, which I will do. So if you have any questions, please let me know. Otherwise, stay tuned for tomorrow. We'll get you a lot more information then. Have yourselves a wonderful day, and take care.